We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA 2K20 to a close, we take a look back at our favorite moments on NBA 2K20.
And David, a proud franchise. Thank you, David. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Fox.
And his scoring numbers have been going in the right direction these past few years. He's gotten better and better at handling what those opposing defenses are throwing his way and finding ways to get his points all over the floor.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Richaun Holmes out there with Nemanja Bjelica, and it's Barnes in at the small forward. And for San Antonio, we've got DeRozan. White is out there with DeJounte Murray. Then there's Pirtle, and it's Walker in at the 3 spot. Fox against Murray. Fox passes to Bjelica. You know, Smitty, we know players are getting more nights off around this time of the year. How much did that occur when you were playing in the NBA?
Coaches and organizations really came up to guys when they see they were hurting. You didn't want them to play when they were injured. And then at the end of the season, Kevin, usually you looked and said, ooh, we have the number 6 seed locked up or whatever place locked up. And then that's when you start to get nights off. I don't remember doing it during game 20, game 30, where guys starting to get nights off.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
The Spurs with the league's longest active playoff streak, 22 years and running, not to mention 5 titles in that span. No wonder the Spurs are viewed as the league's model franchise.
And good that time.
Really nice work. Pirtle going to town on the weak defense down in the paint.
Murray against Fox. Pass to Bjelica. Drills the 3-pointer. Well, Steve, the Spurs are so well run. If they played in a top 5 market, they might be the most popular team in the NBA by now.
You know what, Kevin? They probably would, but this is the way this organization likes it. They like to be quiet and under the radar. They like to sustain success, and they like to build a great culture. At the same time, the small market is really a part of their culture.
Barnes finds Holmes, and Holmes throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. White, good.
Defensive breakdown. Murray attracts attention as a scorer, which opens up everything else.
Fox looking it over. Pass to Holmes. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Just 4 to shoot. And Pirtle pulls it down. Spurs trail by 3. The feed to Walker. Lets it fly. And it's Murray. That time on the assist by Walker.
This just comes from repetition. Murray's put a lot of extra hours in the gym, catching and firing.
Here's Holmes. Over Pirtle. Hits the J after faking out the D with the quick up fake. Holmes got 6. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs.
Right in the teeth of that defense, DeRozan explosive through contact.
The Kings have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8.
And making his return from the ACL tear, DeJounte Murray, long, athletic, and young. He still has a very bright future.
Here's Fox after the basket by San Antonio. And Bogdanovich kicks to Fox. It's Bjelica, and Pirtle sends it back. San Antonio leading. Oh, and here comes Walker all alone.
What vision from Pirtle, getting the pass over to the wide open man.
And Murray winning second team all-defense in 2018. And Greg, at that time, he was only 21.
And that's been his strong suit. If he can hit perimeter shots consistently, he can be a star.
Here's White after the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Outside for Murray. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Murray's got his second basket of the game.
I like this from Murray. This is what the team needs from him. He's a catalyst.
And here's Bogdanovich for three. They grabbed their own miss.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Now here's DeRozan. He's coming off a 13-point game against Dallas.
That's what I like to see from DeMar DeRozan. He isn't settling for a jumper. He is going to the rim today.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Here's DeRozan. Rebound by Bielitsa. The drive by Barnes.
As Barnes gets more comfortable working off the dribble, I think we'll see him averaging more and more free throw attempts.
It's his first trip to the line.
An 80% shooter. The work he's done at the line this season, one word, solid.
7 seconds left in the first quarter. From deep three-point range. No good on the last second attempt there. And we'll be right back after this. And in 2018, DeMar DeRozan opened up about it.
The people saying
Yep, you love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah, he opened a dialogue. Kevin Love following his lead to talk about anxiety. Athletes, as public figures, can have a broader impact than just entertaining, and we see it over and over again.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And for the Kings, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Kings, Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Giles is out there with Holmes, and it's Bazemore at the three. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit, probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much. There's the pass to Bellinelli. Here's Gay. Rebound by the Kings.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
And as the Spurs enter a new era, Patty Mills providing that carryover from their championship past.
Yes, he's taking on a big leadership role. The feisty little guard willing to speak up and teach the younger players the Spurs way of doing things.
And the Spurs with possession here. For San Antonio, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Sinks the three-pointer.
Shooting over 43% from distance during his college career. This is Forbes' specialty.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Pass to Gay. Pass to Mills. He kicks it to Bellinelli. Well, good with the triple. So for the Kings, they come in off the loss to New Orleans. Giles, the pass to Joseph. They kick out to Hield. Back to Joseph. There's the triple. Oh, that's blocked. And they get it back. Just 5 on the clock. And that's good. Buddy Hield for 3. Hield's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Zeller passes to Mills. Zeller up top, guarded by Holmes. Here's Bellinelli. It's hauled in by the Kings. Holmes got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Joseph, and he converts the layup.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Zeller passes to Mills. That one goes in.
You know, he's not someone who spends a ton of time in the painted area, but Patty Mills looking comfortable on that one.
And the Spurs with some changes. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Tyler Zeller, and DeMar DeRozan subbed in for Bellinelli. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Alex Len's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Parker comes in for Harry Giles. Barnes, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Fox in for Corey Joseph.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Now here's Mills. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Dallas.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
Smitty, here's an interesting question. Over the next 5 years, which player wins the most MVPs?
You know, I think it's Giannis. He's looking like the favorite right now because the way he's playing, he has a possibility to win the MVP now. And then I think also because of his age, he's the one guy. And also Anthony Davis could catch Giannis. He has that type of talent.
DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for Patty Mills. Murray outside to the inside. It's stolen by Hield. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Barnes kicks to Fox. Passes it to Len. No one near him. Jump shot is good. And the Kings lead by 4.
And you just have to have an appreciation how under control Fox plays. I like watching him work the ball through the D in that pick and roll.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Parker finds Fox. And the Kings check on 2 more.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Murray left side. And stolen by Barnes. Pushing it up. Shot by Hield. Nobody around. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Hield's got the lead up to 6 now for the Kings. Here's DeRozan, and DeRozan throws it down.
You have to put DeRozan on the short list for best finishers in the NBA. He is fearless going to the rack.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Here's Gay outside. That shot off. And some good action through the first 2 quarters.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
De'Aaron Fox was on fire in the first half. He had 13. And
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
And some of it's just a mindset. He came into this game with a very unselfish approach, and his teammates have benefited from it.
Poeltl is out there with DeRozan. Then there's Derek White. Then there's Murray. And it's Walker in its small forward. That's the San Antonio 5.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State. Signs the big contract with Dallas, but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
Here's Fox, following the score by Jakob Poeltl. And it's Fox with the jam.
I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now, an exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness.
Greg, you look at Harrison Barnes. What's his best role?
I mean, Kevin, he's a hard worker, able to hit the spot-up three. Defensively, his strength gives him some versatility, just a solid contributor.
It's deflected.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Bogdanovich passes to Holmes. Can't hit that one. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one, and that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you. And Bogdanovich kicks to Fox. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on DeRozan. The Kings have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Poeltl. Bellinelli comes in for Lonnie Walker. That's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. The Kings also at the sub. Harry Giles is checked in for Rashawn Holmes. That's good from DeMar DeRozan.
Well, the first 9 seasons of DeMar DeRozan's career in Toronto, it had become home for him. Last season, the adversity of a trade that sent him to San Antonio.
Rudy Gay's checked in for the Spurs. And the dunk by Bielitsa.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator. And that's one reason why his team is playing well.
And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from DeRozan. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. And Smitty, a real adjustment for DeRozan, leaving behind the only NBA team he had ever known after so long.
Yeah, he's been instrumental in taking the Raptors franchise to new heights. A lot of emotions. I think he understands he's going to grow from that experience.
Now here's Mills. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And Zeller kicks to DeRozan. Shot clock at 5. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Look at the way DeMar just shrugged off the foul and still finished the play. Incredible.
Fox dishes to Barnes. Back to Fox. Nice D from DeRozan. Spurs have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Mills. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Mills has got his second bucket tonight.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here's Gay. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Inside, Giles. And there it is for him.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's DeRozan. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Well, we're seeing the defense make adjustments, but DeRozan is making great reads, finding ways to counter.
They get it back.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and he also didn't give up on that possession.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
The three from Mills. Here's Gay. Again, the Spurs good for two.
Yeah, despite the injuries he's suffered in his career, Rudy Gay remains a pretty good athlete.
And here's Bogdanovich for three. They get it back.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Lob pass to Gay. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for Sacramento, Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Jabari Parker is out there with Kent Bazemore, and it's Len in at the 5. Back to White. Over to the left wing. Here's Walker. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And the Spurs lead by 1.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless. There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends.
Here's Gay. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And the Kings shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Joseph looking over the floor. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
The pass to Forbes. Launches it. Rebound by the Kings. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Outside, Joseph. Here's Len. And it's Gay with the rebound.
I don't know how that one doesn't go in. Nice cushion between him and the defender.
Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Pirtle's got the game tied up here for San Antonio.
Got to be on the lookout for Pirtle crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
Here's Parker. Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Here's White. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
At the line for 2. And that one falls for White. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for San Antonio. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Len. Bielitsa comes in for Jabari Parker. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Corey Joseph. The Kings have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Hield outside. 3-pointer. Tries again. Holmes kicks to Hield. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
And here are the Kings now after the basket by San Antonio. Pass to Holmes. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 5th assist in this one. San Antonio trailing here. Outside DeRozan. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. San Antonio making a switch here. Murray's checked in. 1:50 left to play in the final quarter. To take the lead. No good there. Good D by Heel. And now the Kings fast break. Here's Barnes, and he uses the glass on the layup. And now a 4-point Kings lead.
Barnes' teammates feel comfortable with him taking the shot. Pressure does not seem to faze him in big moments.
And DeRozan kicks to Walker. And Forbes has it in the corner. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
Oh my goodness, he's kicking himself. You know, that's a critical time to commit a turnover. No telling how that error will ultimately play out.
And here is Fox. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Offensive rebound. Outside for Murray. Off target from three-point range.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Lets the three fly, and Fox gets it to go. Fox has got the lead up to 9 now for the Kings.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Here's Fox, following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Kicks to Heel. Pass to Bielitsa. Shot clock at 6. Goes up on the wing. He's off on that one. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
And stolen by Murray. Here's DeRozan. Good!
DeRozan simply rising to the occasion with that huge shot.
So it's the Kings taking the W in a close one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Welcome.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The start.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation. DA. A little intimidation factor, DA. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Giles in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Grizzlies, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the 3, the small forward. Well, for Bielitsa. He's not the most athletic player on the floor, but Brent, he produces.
Yeah, Bielitsa, one of those guys who can flow into a transition and stop 3 or 4 feet behind the three-point line and drill you from there. So a nice guy as a secondary option on the break is Bielitsa.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. Bogdanovich wide open. And no good that time. And Memphis the other way now. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers. And the Kings pushing it up now. It's good.
Got to have good court awareness, and it was on display right there from Bogdanovich.
There's Jackson with the 3. Shot clock reset for Memphis. Anderson outside. It's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fox. About a minute played so far here in the first. And that one's good. Brooks.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Fox looking it over. Passes it to Bielitsa. The kick out to Fox. Pass to Giles. 5 to shoot. Over Valanciunas. Fox. And it's Morant with the rebound. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Anderson passes to Jackson. That shot missing. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Oh, that gets everybody fired up. The point guard, De'Aaron Fox, up on the rim.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Yes, that goes in. Brent, talk about the length of the season. Commissioner Silver is also considering proposals to shrink the season. What do you think?
I think it'd be interesting, and I'm not sure financially how the league goes back from an 82-game season and ticket sales and revenue and television and how they kind of unwind what it is they've agreed to. But 70 games to me in terms of the competition, Kevin, in terms of the elevated play of the star players on a nightly basis, the fact that you probably get stars to appear in every game and not be sat out for load management and things like that, I think overall it could be pretty healthy.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And it's Fox with the jam.
How about Fox just getting to the rim right there? Great to see him explode at times.
Pass to Morant. Out to the right wing. And here's Anderson from the arc. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
The wide open look here for Fox. And again, it's Sacramento converting. Here's Morant. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. The pass to Valanciunas. The shot will not fall. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Clark, he's checked in for Jackson. Lenz checked in for Sacramento. Buddy Hield comes in for Bogdanovich. Morant dishes to Valanciunas. He kicks to Anderson. Pass to Brooks. From about 16, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And it's Fox with the ball for the Kings. 3-point lead. And it's Morant with the rebound.
I'm not sure where the lack of focus comes in there, Kevin. That's not like him. The defense is close, but there's enough space to score.
And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Hield. 11 points for him in that last game against New Orleans. From the arc, the Grizzlies pull it in.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of this one.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate. Well, they've been striving towards it for years now, and the Kings are finally one of the premier up-tempo teams.
Well, it works for them when you have a guy like De'Aaron Fox out there to blast off on any possession. You surround him with great shooters in Bogdanovich and Hield. Puts a lot of pressure on the defense on a nightly basis throughout the course of a regular season.
Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Latrey gets the three-pointer to fall. And so here's Sacramento, trailing by 2, defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them. Fires the 3, and he's good on the 3 ball.
Still the strongest part of Buddy Hield's game. He is a lethal shooter. What a perfect stroke that was.
He can't get it to go. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game.
Here we go now.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching from the Kings, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
On the court right now for the Kings, Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Rashawn Holmes out there with Parker, and it's Bazemore at the small forward. 4 on the clock. Allen's shot is off.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
And they're running. Here's Clark, and then Clark slams it in.
This is the mindset Clark has. He's opportunistic and really has an awareness of when to attack in transition.
Yep, that one goes.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Allen, that's good. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Yeah, still trying to calibrate right now because he had 1 3 in the first quarter, but nothing since.
And really, for a long time, the specter hanging over Buddy Hield was he's the player who was traded for DeMarcus Cousins. Hard billing to live up to, but he has made some giant leaps with his development.
Now here's Hield. 5 points in the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Hield has slowly but surely turned himself into one of the elite shooters in the NBA.
And guys, to be as locked in as he is from deep with his height and release is deadly. He's the kind of player who gets better as his teammates get better around him, and he is just now finding his stride.
Now here's Allen. 5 points in the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. We talk so much about the stars in this league, Brent. Name some role players who, when they do get hot, they can be terrific.
Well, there's nobody better, and I think he's ripped out a page from Seattle's own Jamal Crawford. There's been nobody better in the last couple of years than what Lou Williams has represented for the Clippers. He's had scoring performances, Kevin, and you've been witness to them courtside, where it's just astounding that he can go and get where he wants to go and make the types of shots that he's been able to do. And this is a revelation because this is 7, 8, 9 years that he's been in the league, and he's doing this with such great impact and, thankfully, rightfully, been rewarded for it.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. No good from Clark.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Shot by Joseph. No good. Memphis has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Outside, Bogdanovich. Parker left side. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Jabari absorbing a lot of contact on that play, and then a nice soft touch on the difficult shot.
He's covered by Bogdanovich. On deep. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. While we have a break, we can see which teams have made the most of their second chance opportunities over the last 10 games. Second, the Grizzlies.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
Pulls up on the wing. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The Kings have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Down low, here's Holmes. It's deflected. Here's Melton. He is covered by Bogdanovich. It's blocked.
Just terrific D by Bazemore, really clamping down on his man and giving no room to get that shot off.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Now, here's Fox. He's covered closely, banked in off the glass. Fox has got 8.
They are just killing them on the interior.
51 seconds left here in the second, and De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Kings. Lenz checked in for Rashad Holmes. Bielitsa comes in for Jabari Parker. And Hield subbed in for Bogdanovich. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over. 2 for 1, probably the way to go.
Don't want to rush it, but you don't want to take too much time here.
Jackson looking it over. And it's off from 3-point range. The Kings have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. It's Bielitsa, and it's Morant with the rebound. Memphis has gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. No good from Valanciunas. It's Fox with the drive, and it's Fox with the jam.
You can see how dangerous De'Aaron Fox can be when he uses that speed.
From deep, Brooks. And a close game so far to the...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. They were able to squeeze...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Without question, De'Aaron Fox displaying his skills today.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Anderson in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Fox. He's got 10. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's Barnes. Pass to Giles. Outside Bogdanovich. Clock is at 3. Fires, high post. The offensive rebound. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Memphis has gone to the 3-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Count the basket. Morant's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies coaching search took 2 months. They finally settled on Taylor Jenkins, a former assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Jenkins, with an economics degree from Penn, fits the young academic profile of this Memphis front office. Worked for the Spurs 6 years as an assistant under Mike Budenholzer, who was the coach of the year in 2019. That pedigree helped him get the job.
And here's Brooks following the three-pointer from De'Aaron Fox.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Misses from short range.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Jackson kicks to Morant. From deep three-point range, no good. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. Here's Barnes. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Morant. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Good D by Barnes.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime? Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Brooks kicks to Morant. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Fields checked in for Bogdanovich. Poke loose. Over to the wing. 5 on the clock. Shot to stop the run. It's the rebound. Jackson, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Tough matchup here, and Fox has it going right now. The lefty getting some room and making it happen.
The pass to Morant. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Clark. Out of hand on it. Barnes against Anderson. And that one's good. Barnes has got the lead up to 8 now for Sacramento.
Well, nice job by Bielitsa. Be patient. Look for teammates. He found one.
Now here's Morant. Guarded by Fox. Pulls it from the elbow. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. They kick out to Heel. Passes to Giles. Anderson against Barnes. Over Anderson. The putback. It's good on the putback. And now a 10-point Kings lead.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Pass to Morant. Shoots over Fox. That one a little long.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Covered by Heel. It's deflected. Oh, and here comes Barnes all alone. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And Barnes knows in this offense he's got to get out on the break. That time does it well.
And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Sacramento Kings sitting with. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. Fox at the point with Heel to his side. They're the backcourt. Harrison Barnes is out there with Holmes, and it's Len in at the center position. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. Well, we hear this all the time. Good defense beats good offense. Do you think that's true?
I don't know how defense scores. So in today's game, seeing the juggernauts and seeing what we've seen, Kevin, quite frankly, as some of the best offensive teams, not only in the last 5 years, but in the history of the league, around the Houston Rockets and what the Golden State Warriors have been able to do. It's about equipping your team defensively to be able to stop that stylistically, but certainly every coach will say it comes down to defense because that is something you can control.
Here's Fox trying to get open his lane. Fox, no good. Holmes with the steal. The three from Barnes. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds in the game. Brooks against Barnes. From deep. Offensive rebound.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard. 3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Alley-oop try. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Melton feeling it out a bit. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes back up. That one off the back iron and out. Kings leading now by 16. Healed from outside. Allen with the rebound.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
As good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
You gotta know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
It's stolen by Allen. Clark for 3. No good on that one. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. 17 points was their biggest margin. Offensive rebound. Barnes. A pass to Fox. Healed with it. And Allen picks him up defensively. Here's Fox. It's rebounded by Memphis. Clark's got his 5th rebound in this one. Memphis moving that ball around. It's Allen on the wing. From outside the arc, drains the three-pointer.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Now here's Heald. 1:53 left to play here in the 4th. Takes the 3. Brooks grabs the board. The Grizzlies trail by 11. It's Allen with the drive. Kicks it to Clark. And it's Brooks at the elbow. Allen outside. Back to Brooks. It's tipped. Outside, Fox. The kick out to Barnes. From deep 3-point range, it's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Melton. A 3-pointer, no good. And it's Fox with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. 11-point game.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Sacramento.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for De'Aaron Fox.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastated.
You can't get that one.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Stolen by Allen. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Melton, no good. Barnes, left side. Here's Len. Can't get it to fall. So the Kings win it. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway.
unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove?
I always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce, and then you see.
I'm part of the baddest game, most successful game in the world. I went to Portugal this year, and the young tour guide goes, "It's Doris Burke from 2K." It wasn't Doris Burke, the announcer. It was Doris Burke from 2K.
Oh! Okay, all right, that's it. That's payback.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Well, after all the turmoil in
They are fun to watch, that's for sure, Dave. Thank you. Now Sacramento starting five. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Richaun Holmes out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position. And for the Pelicans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the 5. Now here is Holiday. It's Ingram on the wing. Clock at 6. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Another year of record-breaking offense. Why is it, Chris, that great offense so often beats great defense?
Because defense is not about stopping you. It's about making you take the option that the defense wants. And so if we make a guy that doesn't shoot jumpers very well, if we stop all the penetration and make him shoot a jumper and he knocks it down, you just got to shake his hand. Sometimes it's great deep, better offense. And we know this is a scoring league. And you know, you can play the best defense in the world and have your hand up and actually, matter of fact, smack them in the face. But Curry, Harden, LeBron, they're still going to knock that shot down.
Smack him in the face, you said.
Oh, I've tried that. I've done that before. And it doesn't work with the greatness. No. Just tap them on the forehead while they're shooting a jump shot and look the other way. They'll still knock it down.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Bjelica finds Barnes. Sacramento moving it around. Bogdanovich passes to Fox. Here's Holmes. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. For the 3. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Fox with it. Now guarded by Ball. Stolen by Ball. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. And the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, we talk about the big vertical with Williamson, but what about the hang time?
Fox kicks to Bogdanovich. Passes it to Barnes. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Holiday, the pass to Ingram. Now Favors. Ingram left side. Makes it off the glass. Ingram's got 7 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And what just drops your jaw, Chris, with Fox is just how quick he gets up and down the floor.
Yeah, he's an absolute bullet once he gets out in transition. A good amount of his points come from just beating everyone else down the floor when he pushes the tempo.
And here is Bjelica following the 3 from Drew Holiday. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. J.J. Redick's checked in for New Orleans. The Kings also at the sub. Hield's checked in.
I love seeing Hill shoot the 3 ball. He's a high percentage scorer from there, firing with ease.
Ball finds Redick. Back to Ball. Now the pass to Redick. Over Hield. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
That's high quality defense right there. Reading the situation, reacting, and making that a very tough jump shot. One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Just a fantastic look.
Here's Ball. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. Back to Ball. There's a minute 34 left here in the opening quarter. Unloads from 9. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Hield kicks to Fox. From past the arc. And Hield gets it to go on the assist by Fox. Hield's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Kings. Pass to Redick. And 101 left to play in the first. Well, he came into the league out of Duke, already a great shooter and a great scorer. But J.J. Redick has made himself into a quality all-around player.
Yeah, he's never going to be an all-defensive selection. I mean, get that straight. But he does put in work, and he puts enough work in to hold his own at that end of the floor.
And the Kings making a change here. Alex Len's checked in for Richaun Holmes. Harry Giles comes in for Bjelica. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Barnes. And it's Joseph in for Fox. Hield kicks it to Bazemore. Pass to Len. Joseph with the ball. Now here's Len. He had 15 points last outing. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Len.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
Pelicans leading by 7. Redick for 3. Melly. Great positioning on the putback.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Back to Len. Dishes it to Joseph. The feed to Heel. He kicks it to Baseman. To the right side. The 3 from Joseph. Here's Len. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Passes to Hart. Back to Jackson. Over Joseph. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. The basket's coming early. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Pelicans' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Setting the pace early, GA. I like this aggressive mind state. I love this approach so far.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Pelican 5 right now. They've got Jackson. He's out there with J.J. Redick. Hart is out there with Hayes. And it's Melly in at the 4 spot. And so it's New Orleans with it. Sacramento able to drain the 3. Drills it from outside. Melly's got 5.
Oh, man, you better appreciate the unselfishness. When Redick sees an open teammate, as great of a shooter as he is, he's fast at getting him the ball.
Okafor is checked in for the Pelicans. Holiday comes in for J.J. Redick. And a change for Sacramento. Parker's checked in. Shot by Joseph. No good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Redick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but it seems like they're off to a nice start.
And so here is New Orleans after the missed 3 from Buddy Hield.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Joseph, the pass to Baseman. Stolen by Holiday. The 3. Joseph with the rebound.
But he hasn't been able to do much damage outside the three-point line. Just 1 triple for him in the game, and that was back in the first quarter.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and gotten the perfect position to alter the shot. You just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding though and looking for the best shot possible.
Ingram, he's checked in for Frank Jackson. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Harry Giles. Harrison Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Hield. And it's Fox in for Corey Joseph. And they get it. Again, the miss by the Kings. Pelicans leading by 11. Ingram dishes to Holiday. Kicks to Ingram. And the pass to Hart. Fires for 3. And it's Ingram missing. For Sacramento, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Barnes, good, nice job down low. Barnes has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Sacramento. Holiday, the pass to Hart. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Here's Hayes. And the basket is good. Hayes has got the lead up to 11 now for the Pelicans. Chris, there are guys that talk a lot of trash on the floor. You played against some legendary trash talkers. Who stands out in that area when you think back to when you played?
And I tell you what, the 2 guys that are on my mind, they definitely could talk trash with the best of all time, and that's Pat Beverly. We've seen what he does. He just keeps coming and coming and coming. And that guy Day-Day, yeah, Draymond Green, the one that plays out there in Golden State. Oh, yeah, he has a mouth on him, too. I think you heard of him.
And when you played, who was the best trash talk back in your day?
By far, Larry Bird and Gary Payton. Those two guys would talk trash so much that you would get entertained into their talking and be like, well, what are you going to say next? I'm having a good time out here. It was always in fun, but trust me, they always wanted to stick that dagger into you, too.
And you couldn't hide a smile either. They started getting you going. You could not hide a smile.
I couldn't, and that was my thing. I talked trash while I was smiling, so maybe no one else knew what I was saying but you. But those guys, they keep you laughing out there. They talk trash about you themselves after they miss the shot. They talk themselves down or talk to a fan that was talking to them. So it was always entertaining. The best trash talkers talk to everyone, not just to their opponent.
Here's Fox. Jahlil Okafor making his last shot. Ingram with the steal. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Holiday is running. Clark, that's good.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into easy points.
Fires the three. The Pelicans keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
Well, that's just the long arms of Ingram. I mean, they really helped him collect these second chance opportunities.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Fox finds Bogdanovich. Here's Parker. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Ingram passes to Holiday. Back to Ingram. With 2 seconds left, he lays it in. Ingram's got 4 this quarter.
Nice concentration from the slithery swing man. Ingram looking very confident when he scores like this.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's New Orleans in control. They lead by 15. And that'll do it for...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
On the court for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Holmes in at the center position. Here's Ball. And the rejection by Holmes. And up the court come the Kings on the break. The wide open look here for Fox. Bangs home the trifecta. Fox has got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Kings. New Orleans leading by 12.
Hey, Chris, there's a lot to like for this Kings franchise right now. Fans have got to be excited about their future.
Yeah, and credit my man Vlade in the front office for rebuilding. They got lots of great young talent, and they've kept their picks. The team should be a big factor in the West in the coming years.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Redick has checked in, and the Kings also making a change. Fields checked in for Bogdanovich. Barnes finds Fox. Now Hield, just 5 to shoot. It's good, and the New Orleans lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Fox.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Jackson, who's checked in for New Orleans. Then for the Kings, Alex Len comes in for Bielitsa. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Barnes. Redick with the bucket.
Rise, fire. That's off the Redick's mindset, and you see why in this thing.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. They've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
The great assessment. Good report. Thank you so much. Len with the block.
It might take them a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. They just need to calm down, play their game.
To the middle. They kick out to Hield. Off target from outside. Pelicans leading by 9. Well, it was only a short stay in L.A. for Lonzo Ball, traded this past summer as part of the Anthony Davis deal.
And getting out of L.A. might be the best thing for him. Still a great defender and playmaker. His best years, without a doubt, could be ahead of him here in New Orleans.
Moore is checked in for Frank Jackson. Len finds Bazemore. Stolen by Ball. And here comes Moore, leading the fast break. Rebound by the Kings.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
And you see flashes of brilliance with Harry Giles. And eventually, Chris, you think he'll put it all together?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I do, Kevin. He missed so much time in both college and his entire rookie year. I mean, a little behind the curve in that regard, but the talent is clear. And there was a reason why he was once the top-rated player in the draft.
Now, here's Ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Stolen by Ball. And here's the fast break. And Favors kicks to Redick. Shoots over Bazemore. And the Pelicans miss again.
You expect him to make those. They got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Joseph has an open look. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Pelicans leading by 7. To the inside. Here's Moore. And he banks in the layup.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. And we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Kings shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Jabari Parker's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Bogdanovich in for Joseph. Hield dishes to Parker. Back to Hield. A putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, now that's how you mount a comeback. They're not all the way back, but they're getting close.
Now, here's Ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Feeds to Redick. Shot clock at 5. Here's Melly. Len with the block. And now in transition is Parker. Here we go. Can't connect from short range.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
And the wide open shot from Redick. Off target with his 3. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Hield. Inside, Len, and the dunk by Len.
Oh, no doubt that Buddy Hield can shoot with the best of them. It's encouraging watching him share the wealth as well.
Moore outside. Redick for 3. Off the mark. We're at the end of the 3rd, and we've still got a close one. New Orleans on. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Hart is out there with Holiday, and it's Hayes in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Bielitsa, he checks in for Sacramento. Stolen by Holiday. All alone, and slam dunk by Ingram.
NBA athletes are getting longer, more athletic, better. Ingram's a perfect example.
And Bazemore kicks to Bogdanovich. Sacramento moving it around. Outside, Fox. Bazemore on the wing. Pass to Len. Now here's Bogdanovich. Covered by Hayes. 4 on the shot clock. To the wing right side. It's Bielitsa. Pelicans pull it in. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. And the Pelicans making a change here. Jackson's checked in. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. And it's Williamson missing. The Kings trail by 7. Bielitsa finds Len. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Alvin Gentry told his team during the break. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Kevin will see if they can make that adjustment.
It's blocked. And up the court come the Kings on the break. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Well, this is why Fox's teammates love him. I mean, when they're open, he makes sure to get it to him.
And Holiday kicks to Hayes. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Bogdanovich passes to Fox. Back to Bogdanovich. Down low. Stolen by Holiday. And here comes the break. That's good from Williamson on the assist by Hayes. And it's 8 points for Zion Williamson. Fox goes in, and it's Fox with the jam.
Once Fox has some speed behind him, it's a wrap. I mean, he's superb at using it to dunk.
Passes it to Williamson. There's the dish to Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Outside, Bogdanovich. Back to Fox. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
When he forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
Over in the corner, Williamson. And he overshot that one, missing. The Kings trail by 3. Bielitsa with the bucket.
And they come with Bielitsa in important moments, and that's why he's out there to deliver big buckets.
Now here is Holiday. Keeps it alive. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Bazemore on the wing to take the lead. But they get it back. And Bielitsa kicks it to Bazemore. Here's Fox. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Ingram dishes to Holiday. And there's the pass to Ingram. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Fox passes to Bazemore. Fox looking it over. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
I love whenever Fox takes the initiative and makes something happen out there. I mean, really putting the D in a tough spot right there.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're up by 1. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Drew Holiday.
And the way he's
made his mark with his work inside. He's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
And guys, I've heard that Fox honed a lot of his basketball skills by playing NBA 2K. What up, Fox? Well, check it out. He learned the art of the pick and roll up ball screens, and he says that he's just about unbeatable at that game, too. Hey, Fox, I got you, baby. You can play anytime you want to.
And the dunk by Williamson.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
And it's blocked. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Bielitsa shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
Crafty player. I like whenever Bielitsa tries to score and draws the D's attention.
The Kings making a switch here. Giles is checked in.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
Here's Ball. It's good!
Embracing the spotlight. Give Ball the opportunity to shine, and he'll welcome it with open arms.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the King. Pass to Bielitsa. Giles kicks to heel. Outside, Fox. The 3 won't fall. Timeout call here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They lead by 1. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Stolen. And so Luke Walton decides to call timeout. Guys, your thoughts?
Not sure they have enough time for the catch and shoot here. Only hope is to try for a tip in off the inbound. They've got their work cut out for them on this possession.
They get a hand on it. So it's a narrow victory for the Pelicans. Pulling it out. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good.
puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Welcome back to 2K TV.
This is an aerial view of our location today, Sacramento, the capital of, and with
Well, guys,
Great vision, David. Thank you. A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. We've got Derek White. Pirtle is out there with DeRozan. Then there's Murray. And it's Walker in at the 3 spot. And for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Giles in at center. Now here's Murray. Shoots over Fox. Murray, no good.
DeJounte Murray played just 1 season at the University of Washington. He grew up in Seattle and went to Rainier Beach High School. It's actually the same high school that produced Jamal Crawford. And as a matter of fact, a lot of good players have come out of the Emerald City.
Fox finds Bogdanovich. 5 to shoot. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
There's the 3. The rebound by Giles. And in Seattle, Murray recognized from a young age as a potential pro.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you can identify those specially talented players, and his nickname was Baby Boy. And how about this, Kevin? Jamal Crawford has mentored DeJounte since the 6th grade. Those guys have exchanged text messages throughout that time. Jay Crossover, one of my favorites, on and off the court in the league, really has helped keep Murray on the right track.
Here's Giles following the 3-pointer by San Antonio. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That is his first foul of the game. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Poeltl with the steal.
And how about the stingy defense there to deny that pass?
White, good.
And when Poeltl sees a guy on his team open, he finds him right away, whipping that pass there directly.
Bielitsa with the bucket. Bielitsa's got his 2nd basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Murray. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, I love how Fox uses that wiry frame of his. He's eel-like in his ability to get to spots he wants to get to. He's always under control despite playing at a high rate of speed.
And this late in the season, Clark, for non-playoff contending teams, really there's nothing to lose. The pressure is gone. You can let it rip, can't you?
Yeah, there's a freedom that you can play with when you don't have the pressure or the expectation of being a playoff team. And sometimes that allows you to play your best basketball because there is nothing to lose. Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
DeRozan's shot is good.
Check out the body control from DeRozan there, guys. I mean, clearly there's contact, but it's almost impossible to affect his shot.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Fox against Murray. Here's Giles. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Giles has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Really sweet passing from Fox. He's a reliable floor general and has great vision on the court.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
A platoon swap here for Sacramento. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Gay comes in for Lonnie Walker. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Derek White. And Mills in for Murray. San Antonio making a switch here. Bellinelli's checked in. Healed from outside. Nailed from three-point land.
And that is what Hield does. This guy is a gunner and loves pulling the trigger from deep.
Bellinelli finds Gay. Lets it go from deep. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. The Kings shooting their first free throws of the evening. That free throw good from Landry. He's off on the second. Spurs trail by 3. Here's Mills. It's good.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Now here's Joseph. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. One kick kicks to Joseph. Charity strike shot. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Here's Forbes. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
For Sacramento, they've gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Right side, Joseph lays it up and banks it in.
Corey Joseph does a nice job with his speed and change of pace to get by the defense.
Zeller passes to Bellinelli. And here's Mills from the arc. No good that time. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. The Kings on top, up 3. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. You guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Kings?
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. We've got Rudy Gay. He's out there with Tyler Zeller. Bellinelli is out there with Mills. And it's Forbes in at the 2 spot. Here's Gay. Jabari Parker making his last shot. Here is Forbes. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bellinelli. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Hield. Passes it to Parker. Sinks that one from the post. Parker's got the lead up to 7 now for Sacramento.
Parker really adept in the post. Sees angles, reads defenses, does both of those very well inside.
And the Spurs, I've heard it said, the most process-oriented team in the league.
Well, that's an understanding of what it takes for them as a small market team to be successful. A good assessment of what they have to do as the San Antonio Spurs to be good. Scouting, coaching, chemistry, all part of that.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second. That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all.
Good. Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Bielitsa. He checks in for Jabari Parker. Harrison Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Fox in for Joseph. Spurs trail by 6. Here's DeRozan. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
You know, guys, I look at DeMar DeRozan, and I think he's one of the very best at making tough shots. I mean, the defense is draped all over him, and he still finds a way to get it up and down. Picking up his second foul here, has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
Murray's checked in for San Antonio. DeRozan in the corner. And DeRozan throws it down.
Well, you look at DeRozan's game, and he's a powerful finisher. That's really one of the main staples of his attack.
Kings have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. He nails it, and we're tied up. DeRozan's got 13. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Lenz checked in for the Kings. And San Antonio also making a switch. White's checked in. Now here's DeRozan. He's coming off a 13-point game against Dallas. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. And growing up about 15 miles south of the Staples Center, DeMar DeRozan idolized Kobe Bryant, Clark, and patterned his game after him.
And you can see evidence of Kobe's game in DeMarcus's game. You think about the footwork, the ability to post up, the moves and counter moves, the balance and strength. I think he owes a lot of that to the Mamba.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give you.
Here's Fox. They kick out to Hill. And the dunk by Len.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Kings. Giles checked in for Bielitsa. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Buddy Hield. Walker's checked in for the Spurs. Fox against Murray. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Murray's got 5.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
The Kings shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Zeller is checked in for Pirtle.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Now here's White. 14 points from him the last game against Dallas.
And he was terrific in that game defensively as well, blocking 4 shots on the night. I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Kent Bazemore's checked in for Sacramento. Corey Joseph comes in for De'Aaron Fox. The Spurs also changing it up. Bellinelli, he's checked in for White. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. There's the pass to DeRozan. And finished off by DeRozan.
Boy, sometimes there's just no stopping DeRozan. When he's determined to score, he's going to fight his way through contact.
Joseph finds Bogdanovic. Up in time. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the... And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Kings.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. They were unable to ever build a big lead in the first period, with 3 points being their largest cushion. The second quarter saw them lose just a fraction of the lead they held at the end of the first, as they're now ahead by 2. And that should...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Fox and Bogdanovic pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Bielitsa, and it's Giles in at the 5 down low. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 4th assist in this one. But Name some traits that make for a great team leader. You've been in that role. What did you like and embrace, and what have you seen from others?
Well, I think it starts with humility, a real sense of who you are and what your role is on the team as a leader, and then a really good example set. I think those qualities are essential. Humility speaks to selflessness, but also being one that holds yourself accountable too.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. For San Antonio, they've had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And the technical free throw is good.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
Fox goes in, and Pirtle sends it back.
Wonderful anticipation that time from Pirtle, positioning himself perfectly to send that one back.
And Greg DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
Not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he'd use it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And White kicks to Murray. Lets it go with the 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Sometimes it's just better to concede a rebound instead of fighting through the guy and getting called for over the back.
Yeah, I agree. And you've got to have a sense of when you're not going to be able to get to the ball. That just wasn't a smart foul.
Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for the Kings. Hield comes in for Bogdanovic. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Spurs. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Saturday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And going up against the Pelicans, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
And some changes here for the Kings. Parker comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Fox. Then for the Spurs, Zeller is checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Bellinelli comes in for Lonnie Walker. And Spills in for Murray. Kent Bazemore is checked in for Bielitsa. Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. It's tipped. Here's Parker. Got a piece of it. They recover it. And Joseph kicks to Hield. Pass to Holmes. 2nd chance shot. Hield. And Hield able to finish. Hield's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Shoots inside. Here's Gay. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. There are always some very sneaky defenders on the wings in the NBA, and since the All-Star break, no players have been better at setting traps than these small forwards. You take a look at Bazemore, 5th in the NBA, very crafty player.
I mean, if you're an opposing small forward, this could also be called a list of the league's most annoying players. I mean, they will be in your jersey all night when you're up against them.
Greg, they are an elite group of defenders. I mean, they don't just make it difficult for opposing small forwards. They pester entire teams with their activity, jumping in the passing lanes, being active with their hands and feet. Very impressive defensively.
Hield outside. Free throw line jump shot. And that one goes long. Spurs trail by 3. Pass to Forbes. Back to Poeltl. He kicks to Forbes. For the tie. Hits the 3-point bomb. Forbes has got it all tied up now for the Spurs.
You know, that's really the biggest reason Forbes is out there, guys. Find space on the perimeter and knock down the 3-point shot.
Three-pointer. Hield knocks down the 3 ball. Hield's got 5 points now this quarter.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
Stolen by Gay. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The Spurs shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Giles checked in for Jabari Parker. Bogdanovich comes in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Fox in for Joseph. The Spurs also with the sub, DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Bellinelli. Gay misses.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Offside Fox. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Fox has got 8 points.
Fox is so good at exploiting the pick and roll. When the defense goes under the screen, he knows exactly what to do. Burn them with the jumper.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. On the court right now for the Spurs, Rudy Gay is out there with Jakob Poeltl. Then it's Mills, then it's White, and it's DeRozan in at the small forward position. Kicks it out to Gay. Stolen. To the paint. And the call, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Walker. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Fox and DeRozan sends it back.
Anytime DeRozan can come up for the block, gets the whole team energized.
It's good on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fella.
Fox looking it over. Pass to Bielitsa. Back to Fox. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome. Absolutely awesome. Getting good positioning close to the basket.
Fade away. Barnes grabs the miss.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Rebound, San Antonio. Poeltl's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Fantastic bomb there, just especially against the taller defender.
Clutch shooting, determination, and plenty of skill, too.
The 17-footer. And he can't bank that one in. There's Walker with the three, but they recover it. The rebound by Giles. Kings have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of this is just the one made. Second shot opportunity. Fox kicks to Barnes. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 5 assists tonight.
And Barnes, great at getting the shot he wants in big moments of the game. Clutch, Harrison Barnes.
Wide open look here for Murray. And the 3 off target.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Bogdanovich passes to Bielitsa. Sacramento moving it around. Fox, it balls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Man, he's got it going now. When he's in this kind of a zone, boy, he's fun to watch.
Inside, it's deflected. And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovich touched it last.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
On a heel, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Barnes outside. Kicks it to Fox. It's Bielitsa again, Sacramento. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Kings.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Fox. San Antonio with the rebound.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over. This is what scratches the itch for DeRozan. Moments like this, he lives for. Takes great pride in being the guy to knock down the critical shots.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
32 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Money! 6 foot. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Boy, I like the focus and unselfishness Fox brings to the court. A strong defender with lightning-quick reflexes in every spot.
Hield finds Fox. The three. So it's the Kings taking the W in a close one. That was a fun night of basketball.
unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity.
Man, this year was so much fun, but it definitely came with some challenges.
Coming right up, it's Friday night and live. We're going to break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Look at Memphis. They're holding the edge for the last playoffs. I am sure they'd feel better if they could jump up a couple rankings. And, of course, Sacramento just a couple spots back.
And for the Grizzlies, they had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now, that's where they are.
I thought this might happen. Confidence can take you a long way, but you also have to have the talent to back it up.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Anderson in at the small forward position. And for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Len in at the center. And so it's the Kings getting on the board first. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. Steve, compare it now to when you were playing. Did teams go deeper into their benches than they used to?
Yeah, they do. I think because of this load management, resting players. So you see a lot of guys play a lot. And also what they've done right now with the G League, being able to bring guys up. They use those guys, and I think it helps a lot, even not on games, but in practice. You'll see more guys are involved in giving guys rest.
Yeah, that makes sense. Here's Fox. He's coming off a 28-point game against New Orleans. And it's in there.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. Has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Now here's Brooks. To the middle. Passes it to Morant. And he gets the... And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Now here's Morant. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Portland.
And purely from a physical standpoint, John Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight. And few players are more explosive athletically.
And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Yeah, this kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done. And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
And here are the Grizzlies now. The Kings getting the bucket. Valanciunas. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
The putback, great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Brooks kicks to Jackson. The pass to Morant. And there's a minute 45 left in the first quarter of the game. Shot clock at 5. Puts up a 3. No good on the shot. Good work defensively by Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, Fox has got great leaping ability, and he likes to get up off the ground there for the flush.
Outside Jackson, 11 feet away. Rebound by Bielitsa. Kings leading now by 3. Fox goes in, and it's Fox with the jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Valanciunas passes to Brooks. That one goes. Count it.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
Sacramento's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Three-pointer healed. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers. Brooks with the bucket. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside, Fox. Barnes outside. Releases from 15. Again, Sacramento.
Superb pick and roll play. Barnes is very intelligent at finishing these plays because of his mid-range shooting ability.
And here's Morant. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Three-pointer Hield. A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. They've got Chang. Allen is out there with Clark. And it's Melton in at the point guard position. And stolen by Chang. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The Grizzlies 4th.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
Out of Hield, he's checked in for the Kings.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Sacramento making a switch here. Joseph's checked in. Allen outside, and stolen by Bazemore. And the slam dunk by Bazemore.
A nice defender who brings the energy. Bazemore doing it all himself that time.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Pass to Clark. Here's Melton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Bazemore. And here we go with Giles running it up the court. Here's Parker. Back to Giles. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Hield from outside. That one's not going to go. And it's Memphis the other way.
And Memphis owing a pick to Boston. Rumor was they hoped it would convey this summer rather than rolling over for the 2020 draft.
Moving up to number 2, not a bad outcome with a potential star in John Morant. They've got another key player for their rebuild.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Memphis trailing here. Allen surveying the D. Pass to Clark. Here's Melton, covered by Parker. 6 to shoot. Here's Jang, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
The defense has to know not to put a smaller defender on a player of his caliber.
Outside, Joseph. Hield from outside. Good on the triple. Hield's got 5 points in the quarter.
And you've got to be up on Hield, especially when he's beyond the arc. If not, he'll burn you.
Nobody near Allen. Memphis keeping it alive with a new 14. Bielitsa, who checks in for Jabari Parker. Memphis also making some changes. Dylan Brooks comes in for Allen. And it's Morant in for DeAnthony Melton. Here's Joseph. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. The Grizzlies trail by 5. He's covered by Bazemore. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Bielitsa. Bazemore misses.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Here's Morant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, we've seen it before. We're certainly seeing it right now, Smitty. The super team phenomena. Is there anything the league can or should do about that?
What I think they can do is being able to allow players to sign a longer-term deal. If a guy is, I would say, under contract for 6, 7, 8 years, then you won't see as much movement. But if you have these guys who are making so much money off the course from their endorsements, they're going to keep signing shorter deals, so they'll have the leverage to be able to move.
You love the energy and effort Morant provides, especially when he's on the break.
Joseph, the pass to Giant. And here's a look. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. They're double-checking, and the game continues on.
Brooks, the pass to Jackson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
And, you know, the adjustments should have already been made. They know he's a good shooter from that spot.
Hield can't hit.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And it's Fox with the ball for Sacramento. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And they've been enjoying this long homestand. That will be game 4 of 5 in a row at home.
And the quickness Fox has, boy, it's impressive. Just coasting to the cup with ease.
Here's Morant. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Morant's got 7 points here in this quarter.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And so it's
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back. A tremendous start for De'Aaron Fox. He had 10 points and that's all for now.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
Oof. That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Alex Len, and it's Barnes in at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Passes to Bielitsa. Kicks it to Len. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Barnes outside. 5 to shoot. Bogdanovich wide open. Here's Len. The wide open look here for Fox. That 3 off the mark. And the call will be against Alex Len. That's foul number 2 for him. Basket here gets them back in front.
And it's been a long time coming, partner.
Morant passes to Jackson. Good D by Barnes. The Kings shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Outside Fox. Slammed home and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
And sometimes Fox just can't be contained. I mean, he plays with so much heart and passion and terrific at scoring even when he gets bodied up.
Jabari Parker's checked in for Bielitsa. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Allen's checked in.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Yogi Ferrell's checked in for the Kings. The Grizzlies making a switch here. He dishes it to Len. Over Jang, and it's off the back rim. No good.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
Sacramento making a switch here. Joseph's checked in. Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. Here's Melton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Missed 4 straight shots now. At one point, do you have to call a timeout and regroup?
Out to Parker. Now the pass to Joseph. There's the feed to Len. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Joseph's got the lead up to 5 now for the Kings.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Here's Clark. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Releases from 15. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
In all of his athleticism on display there, Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Tucker trying to free himself up. The shot's good. 6 points for Joseph.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Allen passes to Melton. Here's Clark. Now the dish to Jang. Allen against Bogdanovich. At the tip, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Here's Joseph. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Joseph's got 6 in the quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Allen against Bogdanovich. Jacks up a 3. Jang. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in. Jang's got 6. Over in the corner, Barnes. This one for 3. And it's Melton with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Here's Jang, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Harrison Barnes picks one up. The Grizzlies have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. A platoon swap here for Sacramento. Both shots good from the stripe.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
On the wing, Heel. To the inside, Giles. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Jang dishes to Clark. Pass to Valanciunas. He kicks to Jang. For the tie. The Grizzlies with another miss. Kings leading now by 3. Out left to the wing. Now here's Bielitsa. Not a lot of room. And it's Giles missing. Brooks finds Clark. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists tonight.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The Kings on top, leading by just 1.
If we just keep moving it, it's not
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So on the floor for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the small forward.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now. An exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness.
Jackson kicks to Morant. To tie it up. They get it back. The second chance effort. Out that one. And the Kings lead has been cut to just 1 on the basket from Valanciunas.
And look at it. A significant portion of their offense coming on those second chance opportunities.
Up again. And Hield able to finish.
And they've got to keep him off the glass. For a little guy, he can be a handful on the offensive boards if you're not aware of it.
Now here's Morant. Guarded by Fox. Basket good.
With the handle and the acceleration, Morant moves around the court with the ball on a string.
Fox looking it over. Healed outside. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. And that's now 10 points for Buddy Hield.
Give him a lot of credit. He's always looking to be aggressive on the offensive end.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Barnes, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Connects from three-point range. 14 points for John Morant.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
Here's Fox. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Kings lead by 3.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Outside Jackson. Morant with it. 5 on the clock. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Morant's got 7 points here in this quarter.
So much sharper, so much more efficient with his shot this half. Just taking what the defense allows.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fox.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Pass to Giles. Hield left side. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Brooks outside. 1:37 left in the fourth. Morant passes to Valanciunas. This is to Jackson. And it's good, 2 points. Jackson's got the game tied up here for Memphis.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
Here's Giles, guarded by Jackson. Another 3 for Sacramento.
He's an asset in helping space the floor. He has tremendous touch from range.
Now Brooks. It's Morant in the corner. Out to Brooks. Beyond the arc. That shot, no good. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
It's Fox with the drive. Count it.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound. And some changes here for the Kings. Lenz checked in for Harry Giles. And it's Bogdanovich in for Hield. And so Fox will bring it up for Sacramento. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
So the Kings win it. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
The NBA 2K21 demo is out now, and in this episode, we're jumping right in. Plus, we look back at our best 2K TV moments of 2K20. And first looks at what's coming up in my team for 2K21.
Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of Payday. Well, what a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Wall and Holiday combine at the guard spots, and it's Favors in its center. And for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes, and it's Holmes in at the center position. Here's Holiday, and oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Fox. Here's Barnes. The pass to Holmes. Another shot, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And it's the Pelicans ball. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento. Here's Bogdanovich. That one falls. Brent, two explosive backcourts. When you were playing, who was the toughest guard that you found to defend?
Well, I would start off with a guy named Allen Iverson. And the reason that I start with that, Kevin, the reason I start with Kevin is I just saw the back of the jersey all the time, so I remember Iverson, clear as day. But if I went deeper, I would tell you guarding the Hall of Famer Mitch Richmond at the time when he was playing for the Sacramento Kings, they would run an offensive set, much like for Reggie Miller, multiple screens by a bunch of guys who were big and strong. That was not good for me to try to fight through those kind of screens. But if you gave Mitch Richmond 8 inches, 2 points.
And Richmond was strong and had bulk to his body.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, I can see the bruises.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Kings moving the ball around. It's good from long range. Bogdanovich has got 5 points so far.
More and more improved floor awareness for De'Aaron Fox.
2 free throws come, and here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this, and he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Well, Bielitsa is a weapon because of his efficiency from out there.
Here's Ball. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Barnes outside. Outside Bogdanovich. No good on the triple.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Well, if there was ever a no-doubt #1 pick, it is Zion Williamson. Brent New Orleans jumped at the chance to draft him.
Yeah, hard to think of a transition where you have a transcendental star in Anthony Davis in the 7 seasons he gave to the Pelicans, that Zion Williamson would come in and almost make you, and I don't mean this in a bad way, Kevin, but forget about AD. There's that much excitement and enthusiasm around what the talent set is and the skill set of this young star player could be.
Holiday finds Ball. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win. Bielitsa passes to Giant. Launches a 3. They get it back. It's good on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. And that one's good, Williamson.
And normal physicality doesn't get it done with Williamson. To stop him from scoring, you really have to up the ante and get him before he hits that launching pad.
Fox kicks to Bielitsa. On the wing, Heel. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Ball with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting his shot off close to the basket.
Up top, Heel. He's covered by Favors, and the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. And the Kings making a change here. Len's checked in. Sacramento shooting their first free throws here tonight.
Shooting for Sacramento.
Free throw drops for Heel.
And Hield is a player who you love to see take trips to the free throw line, as consistent as he is there.
Some changes for Sacramento. Jabari Parker's checked in for Harry Giles. Ken Bazemore comes in for Bielitsa. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Fox. Here's Hayes. And that one is off. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. Shot by Hield, nobody around, sinks the triple. Hield's got 8 points.
Wow, Hield has a beautiful release on his shot right there, just barely off of his fingertips and buttery soft.
Here's Hart. He's covered by Bazemore. Redick with the 3. Joseph with the rebound. Here's Hield. Finished off the break. 10 points for him.
You know, running the lane in transition can be a skill right there. Buddy Hield, relentless in getting himself to the rack.
Buddy Hield has been leading the charge for the Sacramento Kings. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the Kings here in this one so far?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. J.J. Redick is out there with Jackson. And it's Hayes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And New Orleans, not the largest market, but a lot to like about living in the Big Easy.
Well, you just said Big Easy in New Orleans, and I saw Kevin Harlan's head whip over here because I know what he's thinking about. Food, baby.
That's right.
Food. But whether it's music, art, architecture, New Orleans has a tremendous culture.
Barnes, he's checked in for Sacramento. Shot by Joseph, no good. Pelicans trail by 6. And Joseph gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. New Orleans making a switch here. Okafor's checked in. So it's the Pelicans now. Here's Hart. Really had troubles in that loss to Sacramento. Redick for 3. Rebound by Parker.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Sacramento leading by 6. Outside, Joseph buries it from 3-point range. Joseph's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Hart. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Bogdanovich is checked in for Sacramento. Joseph looking around. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
That's a good read by Jabari, a solid passer. And he knew he could reward a teammate that time.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Okafor. And the wide open shot from Redick. Knocks down the 3 ball. Redick's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Down low. And the dunk by Jackson.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
Sacramento leading by 4. And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart. Won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays. Hits perimeter shots. And the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid.
And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Some changes for Sacramento. Harry Giles comes in for Alex Len, and it's Fox in for Joseph. Ingram, he's checked in for the Pelicans.
Harrison Barnes very comfortable in that catch and shoot.
Ingram against Bogdanovich. Ingram passes to Okafor. Here's Hart. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
The kick out to Fox. A new 14 for the Kings. And Okafor with the block. Here's Hart, covered by Barnes. Stolen away. And the dunk by Barnes.
Yeah, Barnes making that dunk look really easy.
Fox against Jackson, and it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his third foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Jabari Parker. Bielitsa comes in for Barnes, and it's Buddy Hield in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. Right side, Fox. Out to the right wing, stolen by Holiday. Here's the break. Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
To the right side. Hield outside. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. For Sacramento, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here.
And Bielitsa can surprise you at times, not just as a shooter, but pump faking, putting the ball on the deck, and trying to become a playmaker. As long as he's under control, he can do some nice things out there.
And Ball slams it in.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's Fox with the jam.
So shifty. Fox gets in there anytime he wants to.
Feeds it to Hayes. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. 9 points for Zion Williamson.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, Kevin, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith, and it's Sacramento with the advantage at the half. They have a 2-point lead. Kenny, what do you think?
Well, their reserves showed up tonight.
And that's
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Really an incredible game from Buddy Hield.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Fox and Bogdanovic pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Bielitsa, and it's Holmes in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. On the wing, Holiday. He is covered by Bogdanovic. Here's Williamson. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, Drew Holiday and his brother Justin had some hard-fought games in the driveway. I know a little bit about that. We never ever finished those games, Kevin. Too much fighting going on. And by the end of it, both Drew and Justin Holiday find themselves in the NBA.
Just 5 to shoot, and Fox gets it to go.
Keeps working hard on this three-point shot, trying to make it a lot more consistent part of his attack is De'Aaron Fox.
Ingram finds Favors. Rebound by Bielitsa. And Brent, that fierce, competitive nature for Drew Holiday, still there to this day.
There's so much talk from his coach, Alvin Gentry, about Drew working himself constantly to exhaustion, just continuing to push the limits. And he'll sit at his locker, he'll take a long shower. He doesn't want to move till his body recovers. He knows how important this game is to him and how important now he is to the Pelican franchise moving forward.
Some changes for Sacramento. Lenz checked in for Rashawn Holmes. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Bogdanovic. And New Orleans also making a change. J.J. Redick's checked in for Ingram. Bazemore misses.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Jabari Parker's checked in for the Kings. Corey Joseph comes in for Fox. Okafor's checked in for New Orleans. Josh Hart comes in for Ball. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Joseph kicks it to Bazemore. And he's good on the 3-ball. Bazemore's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Favors. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. Now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. Parker with the steal. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. What improvements, Brent, do you like to see out of players going from season 1 to their second season in the league?
Biggest thing, Kevin, turnovers. Player comes into the league, has an opportunity to play, wants to rush things, plays too fast, doesn't have an ability to slow down and make reads. From season 1 to season 2, and given the role and responsibility for that player. When you watch a guy whose ability to take away the mistakes, the simple mistakes he made last year, that's growth.
Because it's connected to so many other areas of his game.
Right, and he's not trying to do things that he wasn't capable of doing when he came into the league last year. He's understanding more of where it is that he's best suited in possessions and for that offense.
Good explanation. And Bazemore kicks to Parker. Here's Joseph. Pass to Bazemore. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. The shot from 20 feet away. Good as the jump shot falls. Bazemore's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
The coaching staff asking a lot of Kent Bazemore, especially there to play in the pick and roll. He jumps on that available space on the pick and cashes in.
And so here's Sacramento. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. And that'll be the 4th of this 5-game homestand. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Some changes for Sacramento. Harry Giles is checked in for Parker. Hield comes in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Fox in for Joseph. Giles the pass to Fox. Misses the 3. And the call will be against Alex Len. That is his 1st foul of the game. And some changes here for the Kings. Bielitsa comes in for Alex Len, and it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Harrison Barnes. The Pelicans also changing it up. Brandon Ingram comes in for Josh Hart, and Ball subbed in for Drew Holiday. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Had him up in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage. Ingram's got his first 2 points of the night. Passes it to Giles with 4 seconds on the clock. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 6 assists now in the game. Here's Ball. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And at the close of the 3rd quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Kings ahead, up 3. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter next. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going at the forward slots, Ingram and Melly. They're back, Ball and Reddick, and it's Hayes in at the 5, down low. Pelicans trail by 3. Ingram outside. Outside for Reddick. 5 on the clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And the shot is good. Ingram's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Pelicans.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Fox looking it over. A 3 from Bogdanovich. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got 5 rebounds tonight. Hield from outside. No good that time. The Pelican shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Reddick with the bucket.
Able to finish on the drive. Give Reddick a lane, and he's more than happy to take it.
Ingram with the steal. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Back to Ball. That's tipped. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Giants. And the Pelicans also making a change. Williamson's checked in. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Bogdanovich, no luck. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for New Orleans. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. They grab their own miss. Ball. And the pass to Reddick. He kicks it to Ball. Clock at 4. It's stolen by Hield. And he makes that one. And the Kings lead by 1.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Here's Ball. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, and Ball jumps all over the defense, especially when they give him a lane to the basket. Outstanding at forcing the issue.
And the Kings making a change here. Bazemore is checked in. The Pelicans also changing it up. Favors comes in for Hayes. And it's Drew Holiday in for J.J. Redick.
You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead.
That's just a big boy shot from Bazemore. Talk about being cool in a clutch moment.
Ball kicks to Williamson. Got a piece of it. Holiday, the pass to Ingram. And again, no good by New Orleans. Sacramento leading by 3. Three-pointer Hield. And another 3 for Sacramento.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And after playing 1 year at Duke, Ingram is used to providing big baskets for his club, just dominating with ease in these moments.
Here's Fox. Count that one.
De'Aaron Fox stepping up big time.
Pelicans trail by 5. Here's Ball. No good on the 3.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
Pass to Bazemore. Back to Fox. Pass to Holmes. Fox kicks to Holmes. Just 3 to shoot, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. And no good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up. Here's Hield. Passes it to Bazemore. Back to Hield. Shot clock at 5. Goes up at the stripe. With the putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And it's a 7-point Sacramento lead.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And the free throw, no good. Barnes is checked in for the Kings. Here's Fox. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
Even De'Aaron Fox has talked about how he's the fastest player in the league. The cool thing about it is night after night he seems to prove it. Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
Ingram outside. There's the 3. Got it. And now they trail by just 4.
And how about the focus of Ingram? Not getting overtaken by the heat of the moment, nailing the shot in the face of the defender.
The kick out to Fox. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, will be headed to the free throw line. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
The 3. Laces one from 3.
And how about the confidence with which Ball plays? I mean, he just seems so much more comfortable taking and making those big shots. This guy is a flat-out winner. You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game. And stolen by Barnes. No good. So it's Sacramento picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans.